Discriminant. It provides the information about the nature of roots of the quadratic equation.
The word nature refers to the type of number that the roots can be, namely rational, irrational, real, or imaginary.
This is the first kind, wherein d is greater than 0, means unequal or real. D stands for discriminant. And this is the second situation wherein d is equal to 0, meaning real and equal. Again, d means for discriminant. This is the third situation wherein d is lesser than 0, meaning imaginary and unequal. Again, D stands for discriminant.
Here we have the first example. X squared plus 8x plus 4 equals 0. So what we need to do first is get the A, B, and C. For our A, we have 1 because x is equivalent to 1. B, 8 because this is the second one here in the given. C is 4. Remember to take note of the signs because they matter when you get the A, B, and C. So for example, if this was negative 8, then you would also put here negative 8. But since it's positive 8, you simply put 8. The same with this one. After you get the A, B, and C, we use the formula of b squared minus 4ac. So let's do the substitutions. B squared, so our b is 8 squared minus 4, that's a constant, then a, which is 1, and c, which is 4. So you times or answer this one. 8 squared, meaning 8 times 8. 8 times 8 is equal to 64, and this one, we have negative 4 times positive 4. It is because 1 times positive 4 is equal to positive 4, while you bring down the negative 4. So when you do this, 64 minus 4, negative 4 times 4. When you solve this one, the answer is equal to negative 16 because there is negative sign. So 64 minus 16. When you solve that one, we get the answer of 48. And since 48 is bigger than 0, it is real and unequal. But the question here is 48 a perfect square? No. 48 is not a perfect square. That's why our answer is irrational.
We have another example which is x squared minus 4x plus 2 equals to 0. Then we will determine the a, b, and c. A is equals to 1, b is equals to negative 4, and c is equals to 2. Then we will use the formula d is equals to b squared minus 4ac. Then we will substitute. D is equals to negative 4 squared minus 4 times 1 times 2. First, we will multiply this 4 by itself. Negative 4 times negative 4 is equals to positive 6 since negative times negative is positive. Then, we will multiply these 2. 4 times 1 is equals to 4. Then, 4 times 2 is equals to 8. After that, we will minus these 2. 16 minus 8 is equals to 8. Then we will determine if it's real unequal or unreal or equal. Then, since 8 is greater than 0, then it's real and unequal. Then, it is irrational because 8 is not a perfect square.
Here is another example. By the way, if you want to solve this by yourself, you can pause this video and play it again later. So first, we will identify our A, B, and C. Our A is 1, B is negative 3, negative 8 is our C. Then we will use the discriminant formula. B squared minus 4ac. Then we will substitute the values. D is equal to negative 3 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 8. Then we will simplify. D is equal to negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Minus 4 times 1 is 4 times negative 8. Then we will simplify this. D is equal to 9 plus 32. It is positive since negative times negative is always positive. Then simplify. D is equal to 41. Since 41 is greater than 0, it is real unequal and since 41 is not a perfect square, it is irrational. In this example, there is a number in the first term. What you are going to do is still find A, B, and C. A is 2, B is negative 5, C is negative 3. Next, you will use the formula. B squared minus 4AC, and then you will substitute the values. So B is negative 5 squared minus 4, A is 2, C is negative 3, and then you will simplify. Negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. Minus 4 times 2 is 8. And 8 times 3 times negative 3 is negative 24. So 25 minus negative 24. After that, in rules in subtracting integers, if two negative signs are beside each other, they will become plus. So 25 plus 24. And then you will simplify. 25 plus 24 is 49. D is 49. Since 49 is greater than 0, is real unequal, and since 49 is a perfect square, it is rational. So, if you have this example, the difference is just that your A will not be 1, but it will be greater than 1. Go.
This is another example. 7x squared minus 3x minus 2 equals 0. Now it's time to find the A, B, and C. A is equals to 7, B is equals to negative 3, and C is equals to negative 2. Now we will use this formula. B squared minus 4AC. Now we will substitute. Negative 3 squared minus 4 times 7 times negative 2. Multiply negative 3 by itself, so it will be equals to 9. Then 4 times 7 times negative 2 will be equals to negative 56. Since they have the same negative sign, it will turn into positive. 9 plus 56 equals 65. Since 65 is greater than 0, it will be real and equal. Since 65 is not a perfect square, it will be irrational. For this example, since it's not in its quadratic form, we have to equate it to 0. So we have to transfer 10 to the other side. So it will become x squared minus 5x minus 10 equals 0. Why will it become minus? It is because you transferred 10 to the other side. So now we have this. Then after this, we have to find the A, B, and C. So for A, 1, B, negative 5. Always take note of the sign. And for C, negative 10. So we then start using our formula, which is B squared minus 4AC. So where B squared here is negative 5 squared minus 4, then A, which is 1, C, which is negative 10. And B equals...
Cassie?
So for this part, we will now times them. So negative 5 squared is equal to positive 25. While in here, when you times negative 10 times positive 1, it will become negative 10. But when you times negative 10 times negative 4, the answer will be positive 40. So we will add 25 plus 40. 25 plus 40 is equal to 65. And 65, since it's greater than 0, it is real, unequal. And since 65 is not a perfect square, it is irrational. That was all for our discussion.
Thank you for watching.
This has been
Reader Philip Dactyo.
Angela Maxine Pamaong, Francesca Isabel de Valerio,
Ian Angela Ginson.
That's Edward Historian.
signing